Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got another really exciting video to share with you. Well, exciting for me. Anyway, I hope you can find it a little bit exciting as well. Recently I purchased the German cruiser York. It was really cool to get a tier 6 ship finally, and I loved the fact that the German ships had come on board, and yeah, sort of worked my way up through the cruiser line in the hope to getting up to tier 7. So today I've got a video that I'm going to share with you purchasing my tier 7 German cruiser. So yeah, I've been playing pretty furiously, well, as much as I can, since getting the York. I now have enough XP to jump up the little boost there of 38,000. I could actually keep going, but look, I'm too excited to get up to the tier 7 HIPPER now, so I'm just going to do it. Now this time I do have enough money to get it. I've made sure of that. It costs 18 million to purchase the ship once you have unlocked it, and I've got just over 18 million. Unfortunately, that does mean I'm not going to be able to buy any of the upgrades for it immediately, but I'm just really excited to be able to finally play at tier 7 and have the HIPPER and be able to share that with you. So let's go back into the ship tech tree here and come across to the HIPPER. So I'll just read out quickly a bit of the details about the HIPPER. Obviously it's a tier 7 German cruiser. There's 5 ships in the series, and it entered service in 1939. The details there are as follows. It says, a heavy cruiser that was as good as most ships of this type in terms of speed and armament power. The ship boasted distinct advantages typical of the German Navy ships, i.e. an advanced gunfire control system and a high level of survivability. Those advantages were based on the ship's decent protection, rugged construction and elaborate subdivision into compartments. So one thing I've definitely learned, more so from tier 4 onwards, is, and as it did mention in that little blurb there, the gunfire control system is really good. You get a really nice tight grouping of AP shells. You can do some really good damage and a lot of citadel hits in these sort of more top tier German cruisers. The lower ones pretty much would stick to HE, but from Königsberg on, the AP is sort of what I've really steered towards. They're fantastic for destroying destroyers as well when you switch over to HE. That's something I've really learnt to target lately. And then also another thing is to remember to use your torpedoes with these ships, as it comes in really handy. And now I sort of try and set up some torpedo runs as well. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. So, okay, so we've got, as you can see, the German destroyers still haven't come out yet. I think they should be out fully in the next week, perhaps, or 2. And then we're going to have the German battleships on board, which I'll definitely bring out another video when they come out, just to show what ships we're getting on the tech tree. And they're going to have a similar situation to the destroyers, I understand, where they come out in an early release and you have to unlock them via the crate system, and then eventually they'll come online, which actually isn't a bad system. It has been pretty exciting. I guess they're trying to get people to buy crates for a little while. But anyway, it is fun to. I did receive one destroyer in a crate, which was pretty cool to get one for free. But anyway, onto the HIPPER. So I'm going to boost the progress now. So my XP there is going to go down from 83,000. I'm a bit dreading the loss of all of my money and half of my XP, but global XP. But I think it's. I'm just too excited to do it, and it's going to be worth it for me. So I'm going to boost the progress now. and she's ready to be purchased. This is a big purchase. Yeah, definitely 18 million is something that's taken me quite some time to work towards. I was quite lucky when I got the York. There was a challenge or mission where there was a tier 6 mission which allowed, if you bought the ship, and then I believe you had your first battle in it or something, you got a times 6 bonus or something like that, as well as like 7 million credits. So those credits went pretty quickly into the York, buying upgrades and helping me progress, and some other ships as well. So it's taken me a little while to get up to this point, but I'm going to do it anyway. So here's the big purchase. So we're going to register now. Oh my god, there goes. Okay, I've got 26.99k credits left. Alright, that's alright. It's worth it. Look what we have. Okay, so so it's got 4 purchasable slots straight away, which is totally awesome. I don't think it's going to take me long to get up to my usual aiming systems mod 1, which I think will definitely be the first one that I choose, which, in case you didn't know, sort of helps your traverse speed of the torpedo tubes, brings your main batteries grouping into a bit better pattern, as well as your secondaries and a bit better firing range of the secondaries. I haven't really ever bothered. I think I have perhaps used a couple of these on some other ships, but that is my go-to. The next one, I'm not 100% sure on at all what I will choose. I'm going to see what its maneuverability is like. I would perhaps choose the rudder shift time if she's a bit sluggish, just so I can maneuver a bit better, get into position, dodge torpedoes, etc. Now this is another quite tough one, but again, maybe the rudder shift time, concealment is always good. All of those things are really good, so that's quite tough. But at 2 million a piece, that's going to take some thinking through, some serious thinking through. And again, these ones are at 3 million a piece. Again, I guess it's a matter of playing with the HIPPER, finding out, what style I'm sort of using with it, or perhaps the old the big question: do you strengthen its strengths, or do you strengthen its weaknesses? So that there seems to be what, about 6 million or so to buy. And then the hull there, 3.6 million, just a lazy 3.6 million, which would probably be the choice, I think, for me. But who knows, maybe the firing range increase might be something that might be quite necessary. I haven't actually played, of course, any tier 7 as yet. I have come up against these ships. But yeah, just really excited to have a crack. So right, so I have actually 2 other German captains ready. Well, I've got one in the one destroyer I have a battleship captain ready, but I do use Gunther Lutjens as my cruiser commander, so I can quickly and quite easily choose him. Now there's the HIPPER itself. Wow, that's just gorgeous. Yeah, beautiful looking ship. Quite large. I really like it. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so let's have a quick squiz at the stats here. So yeah, the extra hit points will come in really handy, I'm sure, at this tier. I think by memory that took it up to about 40,000. Yeah, it's going to be great to see what the AP can do in this ship. Torpedo range at this stage is 6 k's, which isn't far. So as usual, the torpedoes with the German cruisers are a little bit more for self-defense, and once you get into find yourself in a little bit of trouble perhaps, or find yourself in a very advantageous position where you can come out of a bit of cover and get a nice slow moving battleship there, and then finish her off with your AP or something, which is something I love doing. AA defense doesn't really come into it too much at this stage. It does appear like she has quite a bit. Okay. Decent everything really. The rudder shift time. I would like that to be a little bit higher. Concealment. Detectable range by sea 13.5. Okay, so I think what the only problem is, I think getting you can see with the firing range there. I guess it's a problem with a lot of ships, but especially these cruisers, is that we're going to have to sort of close in reasonably close when it comes to this sort of tier to get into firing range. But so that firing range increase would be a big help. I love the maximum AP shell damage of 6,062 though. That is very, very nice. Okay, so for our first game here, let's chuck on a bit of camouflage so we look a little bit more exciting. Nice. And we're just going to chuck a couple of little boosters on here, so something we're going to need is a credit booster now that I have no credit at all. We'll just put on a XP boost. I usually always have a speed increase booster. Won't bother with the commander boost right now. And the XP, well, why not? Let's put that on. Yeah, she looks really nice and ready to rock and roll. So I'm going to jump in here, have a first game with you, and allow you to see me quickly probably die. But this is always one of the most exciting moments, I think, in any of these kind of games, is finally working your way along to where you want it to end up, and finally having a game and seeing how it goes. So let's give the Tier 7 HIPPER a bit of a run. So I actually have, since getting the game, I've definitely wanted to get into a Tier 7 ship, whether that was a battleship or cruiser or destroyer. I didn't know which way I'd go at the time. So this is, I wouldn't say it's been a super long journey, but it's been one I've been really looking forward to. Now I will obviously upload a video from one of my games as well, like I do with all the ships that I've had so far. Just share one of my normal games that I like to share. Okay, so here we go.
Action stations.
Now what have we got here? Okay, so we've got a small little group here. Usually I would sort of probably head down to the left there and join the rest of my team, but Hey, let's see how it goes. Switch over to AP. Annoying Scharnhorst, and there's two of them. Great. Okay. Well, it looks like we're going to find out how the guns go against the Scharnhorst. Yeah, she seems reasonably manoeuvrable. Detected here, gonna pop my spotter aircraft.
Fighter airborne.
My first barrage. No damage. Oh, I'm gonna switch to HE and see, hopefully. Catch this destroyer here. This torpedoes aren't anything to worry about, but this fire is.
Main turret critically damaged.
Jeez. Okay, here we go.
Problem solved, sir.
Nice. Hopefully we can get her with the next barrage. Oh! Don't you love it when that happens? Well, I'm not going to last much longer out here, but switch to AP. Fire a bit of HE. I think I'm in quite a bit of trouble. If we can do anything here. Really doing a great deal of damage at this stage. Swing around here, get another shot. Keep trying to maneuver away.
The ship is on fire.
I would love to get at least one citadel.
Problem solved, sir.
Just trying to present myself a bit as a bit smaller target. To her next barrage, and then we will turn a bit here. She's out of firing range anyway. Yeah, she is really on fire. Oh, those torpedoes are bang on. Oh, we survived that.
Get back.
Really feel bad leaving her behind. 2 battleships against a battleship and a cruiser. Let's go. Oh, she's going a bit slow there. Let's go for right to the heart. It's a bit better. Now we're getting somewhere. Except there's a big island coming up. It's going to get right in my way. Let's turn in. Oh, beautiful. Nice shot. Well, I definitely helped out there. I didn't get the kill. So I've got 63 hits already. Switching to HE, targeting Fletcher.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
No, she's turning. Okay, this is usually where these cruisers really do well.
Fighter airborne.
Well, it looks like my time is going to be up in a few moments. And there she goes. Well, I was glad I sort of helped out with that kill in the end. Battleship. Fortunately, didn't get to kill those destroyers, which that happens sometimes. But I can definitely see the potential there. Some of those 2,000 hits were quite nice. Unfortunately, didn't get a Citadel hit. I was reasonably happy with the speed and manoeuvrability, but she was a little sluggish, so I think that's something I'm going to think about working on. Well, I've got a lot of games ahead of me, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Just seeing a little bit of detail about it, getting to see someone get to one of their goals, which was to finally have a tier 7 ship, which at the moment is top tier. I am wondering whether they're going to change that, bring in some higher tier ships later on, perhaps. I'm now pretty broke as far as all the currencies go, but I'm going to have some fun building all that back up. Waiting for the rest of the destroyers to come online, which should be next. So I like to at least have tier 5 of each class of each nationality. So I've done that of all the other nations. Now I've just got to do that with my German ships. So quite look forward to jumping up a couple of tiers, well, and one below the tier 3 I have of destroyers first off, collecting those, and then cannot wait for the battleships to come out. Really excited about that. Working my way up to the tier 5 battleships. So, but yeah, at the moment just working on a few things. Still enjoying all my German cruisers. Working on my Queen Elizabeth, which I've worked a reasonable way up now. Also the Icarus. Then working on my Japanese ships, which are Fuso, which is quite far up now. I'm nearly ready to go up to the tier 6. The Ayaba, which at first I didn't really enjoy, but now I've upgraded it. It's actually a little bit better, and I'm starting to enjoy it a little bit more. And probably my favourite destroyer in the game so far, the Fubuki, which is just totally amazing, with a 10-kilometre torpedo range. Yeah, really enjoying using this ship. And again, she's not too far off coming up to tier 6. My American ships have gathered a little bit of dust recently, so I still have the chance to go back and play the New Mexico, which I really enjoyed. Got to do quite a bit more work on the Pensacola and the Mahan. So I've got quite a bit of work ahead of me, but it's all fun because this game is great. So thanks for watching today, and thanks for coming along that little bit of a journey with me. Yeah, finally getting my tier 7, finally getting the HIPPER, and wow, it's yeah, it feels pretty good. I hope you can check out the rest of my World of Warships videos. I do have a lot of them. Each ship that I've purchased, I've made a video of so far and uploaded it. They might not be the most spectacular battles you've ever seen, but I'd just like to have a represent the ship in just a normal game, not one of these games where it's oh yeah, this ship you know, gets KRAKEN medal every time you use it, kind of thing. Just normal games from a normal gamer. And I do have a couple of cool videos though. One of just me basically blowing up ships exploding, which is quite fun. I'll put a link to that in my description of this video. And also a couple of my KRAKEN medals that I do have, which I might chuck the links in this video as well. And of course the rest of my channel has a lot of other both games, some of my hobbies such as fishing, fish keeping, bird keeping. So I hope you can check out my channel, enjoy some of my videos, and I'd love to hear, as usual, anyone's feedback. Yeah, so I love making these videos and sharing them with the people out there that would like to give it a watch. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again soon.